So now I will be explaining you the code for write a program using TCP sockets for wired network to implement multi-user chat using Java. In the previous code, what we have seen is just peer-to-peer chat. What does it mean? There are only two entities which are involved for the chatting. Now we have a multi-user chat. What does it mean is there will be a server, a one single server, and there will be multiple clients which are communicating with each other through a server, right? So multiple clients is the base for this. Now for this, what are the changes in the code? The change in the code is the server has to handle multiple connection at a time, right? So how does the server will be able to handle multiple connection at a time? You all have to think on it, like how it is possible for a server to handle multiple clients at a time. So we have different parameters for this. For example, we can create a new process every time. What does it mean is, you must have studied the fork call in a C. This fork call, it creates a new child process. So whenever there is a connection request from a client to a server is going to create a new process from itself to serve to that particular client, and server parent process will be remain as it is, करेक्ट. सो एक क्लाइंट का रिक्वेस्ट आ गया सर्वर के पास, तो सर्वर उसे सर्व करेगा बाय क्रिएटिंग अ न्यू प्रोसेस, एंड द सर्वर विल रिमेन एज इट इज वेटिंग फॉर द फ्यू मोर कनेक्शंस. फिर दूसरे क्लाइंट ने रिक्वेस्ट भेजा सर्वर को. अगेन व्हाट सर्वर हैज टू डू? अ सर्वर हैज टू क्रिएट वन मोर process to serve to the second client. So like this, there can be multiple clients which can be served by a server. But again, creating a process is very heavy task, right? Process are comparatively heavier than threads, and that's the reason, instead of creating new process to serve to every client, we will be creating a new thread to serve to every client. So did you understood how to go for the multi-user chat? So we will be looking into the code for the same. Over here, you can see in the server code. Look at the server code. What am I trying to do here? Again, same. I'm creating a server socket, right? And I'm waiting in an accept call. Now this accept is in a while true itself. What does it mean? It will be continuously running loop, right? So once I get a request from the client that will be accepted here, I will be incrementing a identifier saying that okay, the one client has been accepted, and I am doing a new client thss comma id. So I am creating a new I'm creating a new object of this client th class. And what is this it is doing? It is extending a thread, right? This particular class is extending a thread, so it is creating a thread and running that particular thread for a given client, right? The client id has sent with this particular call, which will be accepted over here in a constructor, and then the thread will be running to serve to this particular client. So once I say the client dot start, then that particular thread will start serving to the client. And what is my original or parent code is doing? Again, it is waiting for the new connection. You can see here it is a while true call. So again, my server is waiting for the new connection. So once I get a connection from the another client, what will again happen? Again, a new object will be created related to this client class, which is extending the thread, and then it will be starting the thread, a new thread to serve to that particular client. So like this, I will be able to serve to indefinite clients to a single server. So with the help of the threads, I am able to serve to the number of clients. So this is multi-user chat. I hope you understood this. So we will go back to the execution of this code. So I will be going into that particular directory. Fine. and then first I will be compiling my server code. So my server code is compiled successfully. Then I am compiling my client code. So the client code is also compiled successfully. Then let me execute the server. As I said, always server has to be running first. So my server is executed. I'm going here for the client. So Java and client. So my client has started. Say enter the message. So I am first client. Correct. So the message, see the client, this particular, it has come from this particular IP address. Now currently I am communicating through the same local machine. So I am getting the IP address of the local host. So now the client ID is 1 and message is I am the first client. For running the multi-user chat, I need one more command prompt, or I need many more command prompts to show that it is working successfully with the multiple clients. So again, I will be going to the code folder because my binary is located at that particular folder. I hope you all know all the commands to execute the things on the Windows also. And then I say Java client. So now this is my second client. So I said I am client. Correct. Now look at the server. What is this server is saying? See, the server has received the message. Of course, the IP address will be same because I'm communicating through the same machine. So one client from this particular IP address with the client ID 2, and the message is I am client 2. Now these two clients can communicate with each other via server. So now this client can say hi, and then this particular client can say hello. You can say at the server end, the client 2 has said hi and client 1 has said hello. So we are able to do this successfully. When I want to exit, I will say exit. So my client is exited successfully. I say the exit quitting and my command prompt has come back, right? So this particular client has exited. Here at the server, I can say that see, I have received the client ID 1, the message is exit. So the server has received the message exit for the client 1, but server is not exited because this is a multi-user server. It has to serve to the other clients also. So again, if I say hi, uh, uh, good morning, like this, so I am still in continuation. See, I'm receiving the messages from client 2, hi, good morning. And now when client 2 also want to say exit, it is exited, quitting. But again the server will not exit because it may happen that the client may start communicating again. So see, I will start communicating. Okay. So Java client. So again, I have to enter the message. So this is my third client. So I am saying 3. You can see that the client ID 3 and message is 3. So now the new client. So my server is always live. This is actually the live performance of how the different server works. My server is always live and my client comes and goes off or get connected with the server and then goes off. Like this happens with the client and server. So if it say exit, so it has got exited and my server is a server has also received the message exit for that. I hope this particular code is okay with all of you.